Imagine meeting someone and they look into your eyes and say, "You're the one I've been searching for my whole life." Is this fate? Is it destiny? Is this my soulmate? Sometimes this isn't love. Sometimes it's just the beginning of a manipulation. So today I want to dive into the topic of love bombing. Love bombing is basically the idea that someone comes at you with intense emotions, talking about the future, really making you feel deep emotional intensity, creating like a sense of destiny. And all of this is done before you've had time to really get to know this person or build trust. It's something that happens very quickly and very early, relatively, in the relationship. So, some examples might be someone who floods you with lots of attention, lots of compliments. They're talking about the future and everything that they want to do with you. And these things are great, once you've had time to get to know a person and really build trust and have some shared history that you've kind of built together, and you start to do this at an appropriate time. The danger is when this happens early on and you listen to these things and you start to think that this is fate, you want to really kind of slow things down a bit. So there's a reason why this works really well, especially in today's day and age where we're all on our phones, we're in our cars. We don't get as much time with people face to face as we did, long time ago when humans were developing. We've come a long way from those caveman days where community and connection were all just part of our normal everyday experience. The difference now is that with us spending so much time on our phones and on social media, we don't really get that connection. And we all need that sense of belonging, that sense of affirmation, and a sense of emotional safety. When people come to you with, "You're the person I've been looking for my whole life," what they're really seeking to do is kind of hijack that need that you have to be seen, to be heard, to be chosen. This is where we have to use our discernment to know that, yes, we absolutely could be the person that someone's looking for. All of these statements, the reason they work too is because they can really resonate like with who you are, who you believe yourself to be. But we have to discern behind a person's reasons for saying that. Oftentimes, people who need to be seen a certain way will try these tactics because, in that way, if they can get you hooked, it gives them the opening and the opportunity to then continue on with a pattern. And then this pattern may be something that the person is seeking to do purposefully, and it also could be something that is a subconscious pattern that they've done and they've had success with, and now they're trying this with you. Step one, we develop this sense of an intense connection with the person. We go to step two, which is this creating a sense of idealization. We're seeing everyone's representative, everybody's got their best foot forward. But step three is where things can start to change when a relationship is not a healthy one. And that step three is devaluation. Step four is confusion. This is another area where a person can really get a foothold set with you, is when they have you confused, just kind of wondering, is what I'm seeing true? Like, what did I just experience? What's happening? Did I do something wrong? It's a big one. A lot of us we'll start to kind of look at ourselves, when the truth of the matter is we need to look at what it is the person is doing, what their intention is. And then finally, that fifth step, which is emotional dependency. Many women only recognize what is happening and that something is dysfunctional here, or really start to see the red flags. So, some red flags to look for with people who are really moving things quickly and intensifying things quickly. Now, step one would be talking about soulmates immediately, something I have seen happen. Um, Another statement that's common is, "I've never felt this way before." Or people who plan the future within weeks or even days of meeting you. A person who's giving you excessive attention, texting a lot, calling a lot early on in the relationship. So the pressure to move things along pretty quickly, this is going to be something that's relative. And so, what you want to do is like look at yourself and notice how you're feeling in your body. Are they moving things too fast for you? How do they respond to the fact that you are uncomfortable with something? How are they making you feel? When we move emotional intimacy too fast, that's really a time for a person to reflect and start to look at those subtle things, because a lot of times it's not some big glaring red flag that people will present. A lot of times it's simply something you notice within yourself. So the takeaway for today's video, recognize that love, you want to see it unfold slowly. It's something you want to enter into intentionally. You want to be mindful of the pace. You want to slowly build trust. And you want to look for evidence behind people's words. This is my first video on this channel, and so I really hope that you'll continue with me as I continue to post new content. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.